Alvin Romeo, Dan Harris, Chris Anderson, Rocky Brimberger again, organizers of Startup Weekend Columbus. Alvin, Chris, this is your second year. Chris, Tech Columbus, our sponsor. Chris, you started the night off. Tell us, what did you think about the energy in this place?
It was pretty good. A lot of great ideas up here. It was a little tough to get them organized, but at least we were smart enough not to write them everywhere like we did last time. So, I don't know, I think I didn't even get a total count, maybe 10 teams.
I don't have the count either.
13.
We've got 13 teams.
13 teams. Wow, that's a little tougher.
Right. Now, Dan, last year you were kind of a behind-the-scenes force helping us put this together. You were a participant. You've gone from participant to organizer. Tell me, what is your thoughts about Startup Weekend this year versus last year?
More organized, more people, and I think the structure, we learned a lot from last year. Pitching mistakes made, lessons learned from last year. We learned a lot. That was my pitch last year. Yeah. So I think we learned a lot, and we also pooled our assets as far as networking, not only for sponsorships but also for attendees. And we were able to get people to sponsor students, get more students in place. So overall, I think it's a, I don't know, 30–40% increase in attendance. The energy was good, and so far so good.
Now, Alvin, this is your second year. You were one of the driving forces to help bring this to Columbus to get the vote count done. So, this being part of your baby, what are you expecting to see happen this year versus last year?
I'm not really expecting anything different. I just want a nice community to come out of it. People networking with people, trying to find things like Dan doing this.
Now, with the companies that are out there, tell me, what's the one that you're thinking will go somewhere this year, Chris?
My first read, I think the tweet seats is going to be a pretty good one. And then, of course, I'm on Flutter, whatever random name it hasn't already had the name taken. So I would say that's a great one.
I already suggested that if you block Roxon, that would be a killer.
Yes, I can figure that out.
Don't block Roxon. Dan, what are you looking for good things out of this year?
Well, I think if LiveCube was interesting. I really like that concept. I'm actually on the Tweet Seats team, so I think there's some traction there, and everybody already left, and they're going to stops where coffee is. So I can't imagine how they will stay up, but it's going to be a busy night.
And Alvin, what are you thinking? What are you picking as your early odds-on favorite coming out of the weekend?
I like the Tweet Seats. I like the I-Mile, although how many people went on that
I
team?
think that kind of went. I think I-Mile kind of went in separate ways, but I'm thinking there could be a resurgence over the weekend.
Let's get Brian's opinion. He's going to come back. Come on, Brian.
Come on, Brian, come join us.
Another organizer.
He was already interviewed too.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize you were an organizer.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
He's trying.
All right. So Brian, being an organizer, I guess. Go ahead and tell us, being a newbie, you're an organizer.
Exactly.
Tell us what you think about Startup Weekend Columbus.
I think there's a lot of energy, a lot of cool ideas. The fact that we started with 70-some ideas or whatever was pretty cool. I don't know. I think there's a handful of really good ideas. I think there's also a handful that already exist in other forms, but we're picking through them, and I think they're coming out. I heard one of the group might collapse and fold into another group, and ours was a merger of two groups itself, and we blended the best of both ideas. So that was kind of cool. I like where that ended up.
Fantastic. So what do you look forward to tomorrow morning? I know I've kind of already asked you this question, but you've just completed your first full day of Startup Weekend.
Day one's still chaos.
Yes.
Day two, hopefully, is a little bit more about organization.
Yeah.
Yes.
And hopefully, day three, we finally get our stuff together to be able to present.
Very good.
Right.
Well, we're looking forward for great things for Startup Weekend. We'd like to thank all the attendees, the sponsors, Tech Columbus, obviously, Chris, for being a big part of this. So, be watching us all weekend. Brian, glad to have you on board. Sorry, I didn't realize you were with us. But be watching us. We'll get this up on the YouTube, on the blog, and other places. And Wiley Mack, 8101 Harris, Canderson, Canderson, Roxon, and you're on Twitter.
Blink Daddy.
Blink Daddy. That's a good one. That is a good one. All right. Well, thanks a lot. Peace.